It is the reason I feel alive. Yeah, yeah. Being alive.
Hi guys.
It is the reason I feel alive.
So my hubby says that we're cackling hens. Is that what we are?
Maybe cackling chicks.
Cackling chicks. I like that better.
I do too.
You guys are going to love this. So I'm Cindy Lane Ross.
I'm Kelly Dapp.
And we're actually together doing this one. I live in Orange Beach, Alabama.
I live in North Platte, Nebraska.
So Kelly's down visiting just to launch this first show. And we're going to, you'll see us side-by-side screens, hopefully more together in the future.
Hopefully.
But
for right now,
I'm glad to do the first one with you.
This is pretty fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
So I'm an entrepreneur of many businesses, and we're not going to tell you everything about us today because we have a lot.
We have
matching rings from Orange Beach.
Yeah.
Salt. If you're ever in Orange Beach, go visit Salt because
great store.
It's
Look at
one
that.
of my favorite stores.
It's a shell.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
It's so cool.
Love it.
So yeah, the show is going to be all about, we're going to kind of give you like our favorite items that we're loving, favorite travel places.
Music.
We're going to have
cooking,
so
wine,
much, guys.
Wine.
And
Wine.
drinks.
Cheers.
To the first show.
Yeah, to the first show. This is our signature drink. It is 10acious tequila margarita. And it's really clean and healthy.
It's clean.
Yeah.
So it's low in calories. We actually, in our spare time, we looked up the calories while Kelly's been here. And it has...
We've drank a few of them.
Yeah,
too.
it has 64 calories. We'll have the recipe online for you guys to check out, but it's super clean.
Very clean.
We're going to talk a lot about health and fitness. I had a podcast, actually a radio show before that was broadcasted by Clear Channel. And then you also
I was in broadcasting as well.
Yeah.
Country music
music
director, also on-air talent. Lots of fun. Love it. Love country music. Love music. That's going to be one of our platforms.
Absolutely.
That we're going to talk about. It is music, and music we're finding, not necessarily country. All types
everything.
Of yeah.
We have a Spotify channel that you guys can actually check out called 10acious Talk. Yep. And we're going to be highlighting all of our favorite artists. And I love the discover on there because, it's based off of what you're liking and following, and it always gives you new music. And I love finding new artists that I love.
I do too. And I love finding new artists. So artists that are young, that are on the brink of making it. Maybe they just jumped on Spotify, just got on. And so I love finding them and saying, hey, come be on our show with us.
We're going to have a lot of guests. We did not choose to have a guest for the first show because we wanted you guys to get to know us a little bit more.
Yeah.
And we're fun and we're funny. I don't think my husband thinks so, but we're funny.
We're funny.
We're funny. This is Matilda.
She's funnier.
Matilda's back here.
Miss
She's
Matilda.
taking a little nap. The show's exhausting her.
Yeah.
And Kelly, you have
I have a puppy.
You have two.
I have three.
3 dogs.
Yeah, we have 3 dogs.
3 dogs.
But we have a wolf dog. Yeah. He is so cool. Polo. Mr. Polo. He's 15. And he's actually a Czechoslovakian Volchek. Vicek. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I saved him from death.
He's beautiful.
He is gorgeous. And he ran away the other day. It was terrible.
Right before Kelly comes to visit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Almost canceled my trip. Couldn't handle it, but we got him found. So that's another story, another day.
It was good.
Yeah.
Thanks,
so
Polo.
so one of the things we want to talk about is travel. And we actually met while traveling.
Yes.
Funny story. This is part of that funny thing. I may have had a beer or two.
Maybe 3.
Maybe more. And we're lying on the beach. And of course, I'm feeling like a beached whale. And off the boat comes Cindy and her husband.
Yes.
And I'm here to tell you.
I'm going to show you a little picture.
She's got a rockin' cool body. I mean, rockin' cool. I'm like, get that.
So
look at that. Can you see that?
Is the day that we met. I don't know if you can see it, guys.
It's pretty blurry. There we go.
So,
we are at Joost Van Dyke.
There we go.
Ivans.
So, Ivans on Joost Van Dyke. And it's funny because normally we would go check out Soggy Dollar and One Love, but we happened to venture out. We had some friends with us, and we ventured out that day and went down the beach to have some privacy. And then we ended up in
Yost Van
Ivans.
Dyke? Really? Seriously?
We did.
Ivans?
We found it.
I don't want to know about that story.
Yeah. You'll get that in the next segment. So Kelly, you were already in the bar when we walked in.
Well, I was on a beach chair.
Yeah.
Like a beached whale in my bikini, and she gets off with this adorable bikini and adorable bikini body. And her husband, of course, thinks that I'm trying to pick up on her. I'm like, dude, I'm married with children. I'm not going there. I didn't know that that's what he thought, but
she did today. Actually, she found that out today.
Yeah, I found that out. I'm like, really? Seriously? So, so we met
in the BVI.
And we became like instant friends. Just add swimsuits. Bikinis,
it was so fun. So that was a little over 26 months ago. We calculated it this morning because of the picture.
Right.
And it seems like I've known you my whole entire life, not just a little over 2 years.
Sisters,
at the bar, she says, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm in marketing. I do marketing. I do this. And she's like, oh, well, my son's graduating and he needs an internship. And I'm like, oh, call me. Like literally within 5 minutes. And then 3 months later, road trip down to Alabama, and Thatcher
and my boy
Thatcher comes and does an internship for the whole summer.
So cool,
so fun. I loved him. So
she still loves him.
I do love him.
Yeah.
So Kelly comes down for my 40th this year.
Yep.
She's such a good friend, and
road trip.
And then she popped in a couple of months ago, and we were like, let's do this podcast together.
And we love each other.
Yeah.
She is like my sister,
That's true.
My little sister, but nonetheless my sister. And yeah, here we are. Rocking it. And we would say go to the BVI, but they're still under construction. They're still recovering, right?
Yeah. So I actually have a travel agency, and we get a lot of inside scoop. They're still recovering. You know, I've been keeping up with Kenny Chesney. He's down there a lot. I mean, you know, I think every song that is dear to my heart, he wrote for the British Virgin
ringtones.
Islands.
We both have.
It's so true.
We both have Kenny for ringtones. Yeah,
and so, they're under construction still. They're definitely rebuilding. Soggy Dollar just opened back up. Ivans, I think they have a makeshift bar that they're kind of opening up for temporary hours. But they said that they are reopening for the season of 2018. So
yeah, and I actually, if you'd like to donate and try to help them out, I think you can get a hold of them at Ivan's Stress-Free Guest House at yahoo.com. And if you'd like to donate, if you'd like to help, if you'd like to find out where they're at in their recovery.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to the BVI, but it is a magical place.
It
is. And
there's a reason Kenny Chesney loves the BVI.
Absolutely.
And me too.
We actually renewed our vows there for our 10th. And we've made quite a few trips down there, but we became really good friends with an owner of a restaurant on Tortola. And I mean, just the devastation that they went through was, I mean, it was horrific. I can't even imagine. I mean, just weeks, months without power.
Well,
and
you think about it, and they don't probably have the resources that we have here in the States, you know, to get water, to get food, to get electricity. It's not as simple.
No.
It wasn't simple for after Katrina here in the States. Think about it there.
And, you know, being here on the Gulf Coast, I don't know if you've ever been through a hurricane.
Have not.
But it's horrible because, I mean, you really, and they, you know, of course they hit in the summertime when it's hot and you don't have air conditioning. You don't have some places, you know, running water. That was one of their things in the BVI was clean water.
Right. And
then not having electricity, cooking, and just the simple things that we take advantage of every day, you're without. And so hurricanes, man, they're tough. They're really, really tough. But it's a really strong community, and they are definitely getting back together.
Yeah.
So
good place to go in the future.
I would say check it out. Yeah. I mean, I think midsummer will probably be fun to visit for sure.
Good. And we would definitely say, if you haven't been there, it is a must
so
see, must trip.
Fly into St. Thomas, take a boat on over. You guys were actually cruising around though, weren't you?
Yeah.
So we actually were staying on Great Kimono, and we took a little boat and island hop, bar hop.
Oh my gosh, have you guys ever been on one of the mooring?
We want to.
Oh my Lord, if you can.
Have you done it?
Yeah, been there, done that.
Where? In the BVI?
In the BVI.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Amazing.
That's not what you did this past time when we met.
No.
You were on a cruise ship.
Yeah, we were on a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
A windjammer.
Windjammer.
Yeah.
That's a nice line.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty cool.
So yeah, get to the BVI. We love it. That's how we met. And maybe you'll meet a good friend like me.
Or me. I'm a good friend. She probably won't be coming to Nebraska anytime soon.
Come to Nebraska.
You will?
I need to be a better friend.
Yeah, you
Come
need to be a
visit.
better friend. Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna do better.
You need to nurture this friendship.
I'm gonna nurture.
All right.
I'm nurturing.
All right. I love good friends.
Cheers.
Cheers. I love good friends. I don't have a lot of good friends because, well, you know how we women are. Pretty particular.
It's true.
You and me.
My circle is very small. As I was getting mentored through the years, they always told me that as I became more successful, my circle would change and my friends would change. And it's definitely happened for sure. And my circle's gotten a lot smaller, and I'm super choosy who I let in my circle. It's true. It's so true. It's so true.
I got in. That's because you're funny.
Yeah,
that's because I'm funny.
Fun.
Yeah, maybe fun would be a better word for that. Another thing we're going to talk about. I want to talk about this. Okay, I've got to find this picture. Okay, who in the world would let your spouse, your boyfriend, your significant other wear that? I don't know if you really can see it. You can go see this on our Facebook page.
Yeah, it's going to be on our page.
I want you to vote or tell me if you would let your significant other actually wear that. It's lace.
What?
Please tell me. That's
crazy.
That's called a fashion fumble.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about what's trending. And
this is trending? Really?
Is that trending?
This is trending.
No way.
In Miami, maybe. Key West, perhaps? Really, seriously. Supposedly that is the new thing for men. Look at us. Look at that. Like, there is no way Jason would.
I'm envisioning Jason in that right now. And he likes purple. So, yeah, I know. I know.
Gosh.
He's my wife.
Gosh.
He's my wife.
I'm not doing it. I'm not buying my husband one of those. He would.
Yeah.
Not happening. Okay. So Fashion Fumble, check out our Facebook page. Vote whether you would let your hubby, beau, significant other wear that beautiful lacy. What is that thing? What do you call that?
It's it looks like onesie. It looks like a romper.
It is. That's what it is. Men's romper. That is what it is. It's a romper. Not liking it. Not doing it.
So, I think one of our biggest things that we have in common is music.
Yeah, and cooking.
I love everything. I mean, I really do. We were going, like what makes us unique, and I'm like, well, I love that too. I love that too. And
so it's not really very unique.
Yeah, I mean,
except I cook wild game. That's what I do.
So tell them about Wild Game, Kelly.
Well, I have a show that I'm doing called Kelly's Wild Game Kitchen, and it's all about cooking wild game. It's all about the adventure. It's organic. I love wild game. I love working with it. It's different than cooking regular beef or whatever. There's no fat, and it's totally organic. So if you're a carnivore and you love to eat, obviously eat meat, this is the ultimate meat, and it's the ultimate meat eater show. Kelly's Wild Game Kitchen.
So she's true to her word, because since you've been down here, I've seen you eat calamari.
I eat everything.
I have seen her eat shaved beef.
Carpaccio.
Whatever it was. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm like, okay. I have seen her eat duck. What other strange things have you eaten since you've been down
oysters.
here?
Every time we're together,
yeah.
I'm all over the oysters.
I'm all about the seafood because I'm here in Orange Beach, Alabama. But I just the meat is like, she loves her protein.
Oh, I love protein.
Yes,
absolutely.
So the whole Kelly's Wildlife is
all about protein.
Is so true for you.
Yeah, it's plus we do other recipes, or when I have guest artists come on, music artists usually, they bring their own play on, like maybe a favorite family recipe that we can combine with what we're serving. Like if I'm making water buffalo from Australia, which I did, it was so cool. One of the coolest, most adventurous moments in my life was hunting in Australia a water buffalo. I actually shot it.
Wow.
Me. I know, it was weird.
So you cooked it.
And then we were out like in the plains of Australia, and I cooked it. It was, we did it with the the headlights of the vehicle over an open fire. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Anyway, it was really fun. It didn't taste very good though.
I don't think I've
I
ever
didn't
thought
like
about hunting in Australia.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Yeah.
And you can hunt, everything they have really, I guess.
Maybe.
We just were there for water buffalo, which is not indigenous to
I
Australia.
saw a ton of water buffalo when we were in India, and they were everywhere.
Yeah.
They were everywhere.
Yeah, and they're mean. My gosh, they're mean. They're very aggressive. And then we gave all the meat to, the indigenous people, the Aboriginal people. But
that's nice.
What's really interesting is they really didn't want it.
Yeah.
They really wanted beef. They liked the flavor of beef. And water buffalo wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Not by the moonlight and over a fire. So yeah, probably wasn't one of my better.
Yeah, I haven't done the whole hunting yet while traveling, but yeah, I think
I
would be more of the photography type of safari is what I would choose. So yeah,
I can't imagine that that's your gig.
Okay, so real quick, you don't know this about me, and this is going to be so cool because we're going to be like letting each other know things that you probably didn't know. So I actually wanted to be a vet. And I went to, I worked for a vet, and I was going to school to be a vet, and I worked for a big game vet because I wanted to be a big animal vet because I really wanted to be a big animal vet. And so when we lived on hunting land and my dad's friends would come up and go hunting on the weekends, I didn't like the hunting part, but I loved slicing up the deer. Loved it. Loved cutting up the deer. And
like dressing it out? Like,
yes.
Taking off the hide?
Yes. I know, right? I loved it. And
I did not know that about you.
And that is when I knew that I wanted to be a vet. And then I was riding down the road one day for a prolapse cow that I was going to, we were going to see. The vet was like, you do not want to go to vet school. He's like, you do not want to do this. So that's why I went back to fitness. That's what I knew. That's what I got my degree in. So from vet, it's like, it's part of my ADD, I think. From vet back to fitness.
Well, there you go. Next time I shoot a deer?
Just call me.
I'm calling you.
Just call me.
Come on out.
Yeah.
We're going to go shoot
I love
a deer.
it. Because I'm like, oh, that's a really cool. I just like to see how the body is laid out.
Yeah. All
really,
the muscles. Yeah. That is really cool.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So there's your new information today that you didn't know about me.
Gosh, I don't have anything that compelling. Yeah. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
But if I come up with something, I'll be sure to outline it for you.
So we are going to share a lot of recipes with you guys as well. I published a cookbook a couple years back when we owned a gym. And if you guys know me, I had Bodies by Cindy, but I'm all about gluten-free, dairy-free, pescatarian type of eating.
Well, and one of the reasons you're so adamant about it is because you have arthritis.
I have arthritis.
Rheumatoid arthritis, not osteo. So it is something that you've really researched and you know a lot about, and you've been big time involved in trying to.
I always think of it as, I eat to live instead of live to eat. Okay. And a lot of people are foodies, and I'm not a foodie. I have to look at food completely different. Like it's really medicine for my body. And that's the way that I approach it. And so, keeping the inflammation down within the body. And that's why I really created the book, and everything's pretty much labeled gluten-free, dairy-free, pescatarian, diabetic friendly. Super passionate about it. So
yeah. So we're going to be touching on that subject quite a bit
as well. Yeah. And we're going to you guys will kind of know what our show will be like, a week prior to, because we'll start teasing it and letting you know who our guest is going to be and so forth.
This week we are intrigued by Devin Dawson. Have you heard any?
Well, you
just the one song
just now, but I am very intrigued with him.
Oh my gosh, this guy signed with Warner Music in Nashville, and he's kind of a breakout artist. You probably haven't heard much about him. He's got a song out called Dark Horse that is amazing, but we are definitely putting him on our Spotify
channel.
Yeah,
check him out.
Yeah.
And then one that I'm loving that I just saw, he opened up for the Wailers, which was amazing.
Where were they playing?
At Vinyl in Pensacola.
Okay.
Really great venue. They do have seating, but for some concerts it's standing room only. Great bar, and it's the acoustics. It sounds really great in there as well. And so anyway, so
how far is Pensacola from Orange Beach?
About 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, not far at all. but L-Dub is his name, and we're working
E-L-D-U-B.
Yeah, and he's already on my personal Spotify, but we're going to make sure to add him in on Tenacious Talk channel as well. But he's awesome, and what I love about it so much is you can tell he's a true artist. Like he makes his own and you can hear it recorded.
His beatbox, he's got his own beatbox.
And he records it, and then he plays it into his actual music, and he's just very creative.
Is he a one-man band?
Yes, but he sounds like he's 10 men up there. And it's just really fantastic because it's a little bit of it's a lot of reggae, but a lot of just happy, feel good music, So I'm loving the Feeling Alive song, and we're trying to get that as our intro as well.
Yeah, so you'll be hearing more.
You're going to hear. We're going to have him as a guest. So
hopefully soon.
Yeah, very soon.
And we both come from different angles with our music. You being down here on the beach. I mean, we both love Kenny, obviously, but I'm more Midwest and hear more country music. Don't really get to hear a lot of like the blues. We don't get the blues unless you're listening to NPR or something.
We get the blues.
Yeah, we don't get the blues.
We get the blues.
So sad. So I have to really dig around for music, which I'm not opposed to doing. I love music. I listen to it 24/7. It's always on.
Yeah, music's my thing, and I love reggae. Reggae, I think I went to my first reggae concert at 13, and so it has always been a part of me. I love it. But I mean, if you listen to my personal Spotify, I have These Boots Were Made for Walking, and then I have I'll be listening to Eminem. I mean, I'm all over the board. Yeah, so I just love music.
Yeah, and Orange Beach, it appears to me, has a couple of great venues. Number one,
Floribama.
Baby, we went there yesterday.
She said, "Drink the tequila; it'd be fun."
I did, and she did.
I had a little bit of fun.
And so we came up with our signature drink. Actually, it was something I kind of came up with because I was hunting. I want to, even though I drink, I have a pretty clean diet.
I would say it's our only vice.
Yeah, really.
But I enjoy it. I love ending my day with a glass of wine in the evenings.
So when we come across when we come across wine that we have totally fallen in love with, and I mean in love with, I'm not just going to say, oh, go get this wine because they're going to sponsor us. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I've got to really love it. And if I really love it, we're going to talk about it. If Cindy finds one. But this tequila, we're using Casa Amigo. The Añejo tequila is flat out the best tequila I've ever had in my life. You can sip it.
It was my 40th birthday present from this woman. I didn't even realize it came from, I was given a lot of alcohol for my birthday. I don't know what that means, but I enjoyed it. Thanks, guys, again.
Yeah. And so she's like, oh, look I have this bottle. I'm like,
look, I bought that for you.
I got that for you. That's for me. So we made margaritas, and she was just like, I love this. Actually, she changed it up. Instead of using tonic, she just used water with a splash of diet tonic. And I'm telling you, it's the bomb.
So good.
And I didn't realize this. We were, checking out tequila, and it is truly the best. If you're going to choose to drink something.
Like 67 calories.
It's so much better than.
And I'm such a rum drinker. I love rum, but rum has pretty much 100 calories per shot. So
it's ridiculous.
And honestly, it's just nice and clean. And you wake up, no hangover. No, as you get older.
No hangover. That was amazing.
Yes.
Because you were like, oh my gosh, usually I wake up and I feel like, crap.
I was on it this morning.
And she had to get up and go train and do her thing. And I went for a 5-mile walk, never even bothered me. I mean, I hate to say that, but gosh, why not?
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
So it is Casa Amigo Añejo. They have Reposado, I don't know how to say that. And they have I don't know what their other one is, but I always buy the Añejo. It's expensive, but it's worth it.
Yes.
And you can sip it. You can put it in your margarita.
Do you guys hear that? She's snoring down there. Matilda,
are you snoring?
Say hi.
She's beautiful. That's her hi, snoring.
Yeah, so if you hear the snoring, that's not us. We're not sleeping on the job. It's the dog.
Yeah.
She's an old girl. She's 14.
I hope she doesn't, like yesterday.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad. She cleared the room. She's an old girl. I guess that happens.
She's old. I think when you get that age, you don't care.
Hey, we were talking about that yesterday. It is true. When you hit that 90, maybe even 76, I don't know. When you hit that age, I don't know what that age is. I guess it's different for everybody. But we had this great friend, and she was like 87. And she just didn't care. And she did not say please and thank you, which drives me insane. I think please and thank you is appropriate at any age.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But she didn't seem to think it was appropriate, nor did she care. So she'd be like,
snapping fingers.
I'm not going to name her, but for my friends, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yes.
She was amazing. So one time I kind of corrected her because she was ordering my boys around. Nope. From that time on, she said, please.
Nice.
To the boys. Because I was trying to teach them to be appropriate and to be, and have manners. And she was not teaching them that.
At any age. Yeah. And guys, comment, message us. Tell us what you think. But moving down to, I live in a retirement area now.
Yeah.
And man, what is it with the, like, I love all people, okay? But I'm telling you, after 75, I would say after 75, your care to actually be nice, it just goes right out the window, apparently, around here. And I have run-ins all the time with these people. So I don't know, like, does anybody else feel this way? I want to know. Because,
I do too.
Because I'm just like, it doesn't.
And why?
I tell Jason, I'm like, please remind me to be nice when I get older.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, hopefully you don't need to be reminded.
It's your compass. Your compass becomes your kids or your spouse or whoever, but somebody needs to rein you in. I agree. I will always be nice.
I know. I will too.
I have no reason to be mean to anybody.
And down in the South, I mean, you got the Southern hospitality, but what happens is these people aren't from the South, that they move down to this retirement area, and you kind of get a mix of a little bit. That Southern hospitality is different. Yeah. Well,
Nebraska hospitality is really, really good.
I got to come to Nebraska.
You do, because
you have cowboys in tight jeans.
We do. You've got that. You've got that Spotify playlist. And boy, let me tell you, if you can get on that Spotify playlist, that's the one, because you'll just look at the picture.
So I have a channel called
Cowboys and
I have 5 screens that I'm working off of. So it's called Tight Jeans and Cowboy Hats. Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Yeah,
it is.
And he doesn't have a shirt on.
Yeah, there's one thing about Cindy and I, we're pretty transparent when it comes to.
You will get transparency with the show. We promise.
We pretty much love our men.
We do.
And we like looking at men.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
No.
I think
it's great.
I am not a man hater.
No.
I can tell you that. I'm not part of that club.
No.
At all. Raising 2 sons, you learn that you better not be on the man hating club, because they just think differently.
They do.
They do.
I mean,
like, our men do not understand what we're doing.
It took me a whole lot of counseling to realize that, but we think a lot different.
It took me 2 boys.
Yeah.
It took having 2 sons.
I didn't do the kid thing, but I did counseling.
But you had Thatcher for a summer.
I had Thatcher. He was so cool.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
So cool. Yeah. So I made Thatcher a playlist
for the drive home.
For the drive home back to Nebraska.
And she's going to make Dutch a playlist when he comes down to visit her.
Yeah, I'm all about a playlist. So if you follow my personal, I pretty much make a playlist for everywhere we travel. And so Jason and I travel. We never had kids, so we travel. We travel. That's why I started a travel agency.
Yeah. That works out well.
Yeah, it works out really well. Yeah. Really well. So
her playlists are pretty funny.
They are.
She's got a few interestingly named.
Yeah, I have one that's called Shooting Rubber Bands at the Moon.
And what's in that playlist?
Some like really cool, different, not love songs, just good beat, upbeat.
I have one called
Yeah.
That's the one that I play when my husband gets home from work.
Yes.
It doesn't really work on him, but it works for me. So
what was the playlist that we were listening to yesterday? Jason had. It was
the hip hop. I don't know.
It's on Pandora though. I'm not a Pandora person. I'm more Spotify.
I'm a Pandora person.
Yeah.
It was like a hip hop one. Hip hop.
No, Hipster Radio.
Hipster Radio.
Hipster Radio Party. That's what it's called. Hipster Radio
Something
Party.
Like that. It was fabulous.
It had like I think even Adele was on there yesterday. I mean, it
was all over the place, but it was really good. The other one was the French Cafe.
We listened to everything. We listened to French Cafe. We listened to Cuban music. We listened to, so when we were in Tonga just a few weeks ago, I actually fell in
Tonga.
Tonga.
Oh, when we were in Tonga. I didn't even know there was such a place as Tonga.
Oh, it's awesome.
Say Tonga. Tonga.
That's how they sound, actually. But no, the Polynesian music is really cool. It's got a different vibe. Not like what you think of, like when you think of like the Hawaiian music. It's different. Tonga
Ever
has
been to
its own
Fiji?
music. Yes, I've been to Fiji.
Have you ever drank that kava?
So I did not drink it, but we heard about it, and we heard it was awesome.
Did it?
You did it.
Did it?
Was it awesome?
You know, I don't like when things other than tequila kind of get a hold of my brain.
Did it get a hold of your brain?
It got a hold of my brain. I didn't really like it. I didn't
I
like the
being
experience.
in control.
One time
At band camp?
Yeah. No, we were in, we went peacock bass fishing in, on the Amazon.
Say hi.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. But they had these dancers come to the camp that we were at, and they were like the national dance team. And they would get into their warrior fighting dance, and they would bring audience members in. You didn't know this about me. They would bring the audience in to do the dance.
Did you dance?
Yeah. And then they start to like dance like they're fighting. And so I'm like, why are they fighting? Well, I've been drinking tequila or something, I'm sure.
No.
So the girl like grabs my hand, and I grab her back, you know, thinking, okay, I'm going to play. I'm going to be a part of this. And she kind of, you know, she kind of pulled, and I whipped her over, and she broke her finger. It was horrible. It was horrible, horrible. I felt so bad. And my husband's like, get back to our little casita.
Broke her finger.
I threw her so hard. She went across the room and broke her finger. Okay, that's something you didn't know about.
That
me.
is
Don't
hilarious.
fight with me. I'm not a fighter.
I'm not a fighter.
I'm not
I'm
a
a
fighter.
lover.
Oh
Not
my
a
God,
fighter.
I'm not a fighter. Obviously, when I do fight, I get like I hurt people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to her. If you see this podcast and you recognize me, just don't sue me. It was just a finger, but it could have been way worse.
That's so bad. Yeah.
They had to like take her off the dance floor. It was horrible, Cindy.
My story wasn't that compelling.
Things you don't know about
That's
each other.
awesome.
Yeah, there it is.
We're like
There
this
it
like
is.
new marriage. So we're getting to know each other.
Yeah. Well, you get to know us too.
So, you know, we're not going to keep you guys long today. We were going to keep the show about 45 minutes usually. And today,
Whatever
since
works.
we don't have a guest, we just wanted to chat and kind
Kinda
of get
like-
to know what was going on. And
Let you know what we're about. Of course, we've got all the social media platforms that you can follow us on. At 10acious Talk, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn.
yeah, we're there. And then we have our
We're-
personal
our
stuff as
personal.
well.
Kelly's Wild Game Kitchen.
And
with
then
an IES.
I have Stash Your Bag travel agency, and then also Socialize Your Business.
She is the most entrepreneurial
Yeah.
woman I know in my own personal life. I love it. I love being with her. She's got great energy. You know, should she run away from me, and you should follow her for sure, because she's awesome. She just blows me
You're
away.
awesome.
Yeah, great energy.
So yeah, so you know, we're kind of just going to talk about life and
Liberty
and the beach life.
and the pursuit of the beach life. Life,
It's not
liberty,
so
and the
bad.
pursuit of beach life.
Yeah.
That's me.
We like it.
Yeah. And
And,
she's
and
all
I'm
the-
living it. So
She
I'm
is.
here. I'm trying to get Kelly down here. I'm living it. And I'm always about, you know what? If you dream it, you can build it. And that's why I do a
If
lot
it's
of
your intention,
it's it, you know.
it's gonna make it. You're gonna
It's
make it
true.
happen.
Make it happen.
And that's my intention.
Yep.
Now
So
we got to talk my husband into it. How can we make it his intention?
he needs to visit. I'm pretty persuasive.
Yeah.
I can persuade him.
Yeah.
So you guys will you'll see all of our teasers, and you'll know when our show is on, and I can't wait till next time.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. A week away.
Week away.
We're going to do it weekly.
Once a week.
Once a week. Maybe more.
So if you guys have any comments,
Questions,
questions,
topics.
you can reach me at cindy@tenacioustalk.com, kelly@tenacioustalk.com. And
Remember, it's
it's
10
10acious talk.
acious, ACIOUS talk.com.
Yeah. And then we want to hear from you, and we want to hear your comments. We want to hear your topics. If there's something that you want us to talk about or
If you
get a
think
guest
if
on,
you think we're completely dorky, we're okay with that.
Yeah,
we
we're
really
okay.
don't care,
It's
because
fine.
we love it.
we do.
We love
We
it.
do.
This is really fun.
So fun. Love you, man. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so glad to be here.
All right.
Mwah!
Until next time, we love you guys.
Adios.
Bye.
It is the reason I feel alive. Yeah.